As seniors begin to shift into colleges this fall, one particular student will be traveling over 1,200 miles to study at an Ivy League university. Senior Mohammad Shah will be transitioning into the urban setting at Columbia University.
It was definitely a very stressful process. Like the Columbia application has a lot of parts to it. I think like Columbia had 5 smaller essays that I had to write. And then as well as getting teacher recommendations. It was like a long process, but I think it was worth it.
Well, I acted as Mohammed's counselor for his common application. So I uploaded his transcripts and put in his detailed school information, and then I also included a letter of recommendation.
It was very exciting. I remember like opening up the portal because it was on the computer. They released a decision and just like starting yelling because I was really happy. I called my friend Seth as well. It was just a really exciting experience.
With over 500,000 applications in 2016, only about 6% of these submissions were accepted.
Any student who wants to go to Columbia or a top school such as Columbia, I feel like don't get drawn away by the 6% because I know I was definitely like tempted at times to say, okay, I'm not applying there. It's a 6% acceptance rate. That's just ridiculous.
Just as any other successful person, for Mohammed's success, support from his family, friends, and teachers was a necessary component for his achievement.
I definitely have to give a shout out to Mrs. Tony, my counselor. She helped me she helped me a ton during the whole application process. Definitely like my other teachers as well. Mr. Dutton, Mrs. Hoffecker, and Mr. Buck all wrote rec letters for me, as well as Mrs. Tony did as well. And I think they were all like a big reason why I got in.
This is just one step towards Mohammad Shah's future. For SDTV, this has been Awin, Karim, and Cindy Ngo.
Receive and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. Article 21 says that 1, everyone has a right to take part in the government of his country directly or through freely chosen representatives. So what this does is this ultimately establishes 1, a human right to democracy and a human right to free speech.